Hello! This video is created for those preparing for the IELTS speaking test. There are two kinds of videos available, a self-test video and a video with answers provided. We wish you the best of luck with your IELTS exam preparation. Did you do puzzles in your childhood? Oh, absolutely! Growing up in Ireland, puzzles were a staple in our household. I have fond memories of sitting around the kitchen table with my family, working on jigsaw puzzles during rainy weekends. We'd also tackle crosswords from the Sunday newspapers together. When do you do puzzles? During a trip or when you feel bored? I find myself turning to puzzles more when I need a mental break. I've got a good few puzzle apps on my phone that I'll play during my commute on the metro. When I'm traveling, I always pack a book of Sudoku or crosswords. They're perfect for long flights or train journeys. Do you like doing word puzzles or number puzzles? Which is more difficult for you? I enjoy both, but I'd say I have a slight preference for word puzzles. Growing up with Irish and English and now learning Korean, I find word puzzles really stimulating. Number puzzles like Sudoku can be a bit more challenging for me, especially at the higher difficulty levels. They require a different kind of logic that I find quite taxing, but in a good way. It's a great mental workout. Do you think it's good for old people to do puzzles? Absolutely. I think puzzles are brilliant for people of all ages, but they can be particularly beneficial for older folks. They're a great way to keep the mind sharp and engaged, which is crucial as we age. Plus, puzzles can be a social activity, giving older people a chance to connect with others. I'd like to tell you about the River Shannon, which is not only the longest river in Ireland, but also holds a special place in our country's heart and history. The Shannon stretches across the heart of Ireland, running for about 360 kilometres from County Cavan in the north to Limerick in the southwest, where it flows into the Atlantic Ocean. It effectively divides the west of Ireland from the east and south. In terms of its appearance, the Shannon is majestic and varied as a waterway. Near its source, it is a small bubbling stream, but as it flows south, it widens dramatically. It forms several large, lake-like bodies of water called lochs, the largest being Loch Derg. The river is flanked by lush green banks, historic towns, and in some places, ancient castles and monastic ruins that speak to Ireland's rich history. The Shannon is incredibly important to Ireland for several reasons. Historically, it has been a vital transportation route, facilitating trade and communication across the country. Many important towns and cities like Athlone and Limerick grew up along its banks. Economically, the Shannon continues to play a crucial role. It is used for commercial fishing, and its hydroelectric power station at Ardnacrusha was a groundbreaking project when it opened in 1929, symbolizing Ireland's progress as a newly independent nation. The river is also a major tourist attraction, drawing visitors for boating holidays, fishing, and to enjoy the picturesque landscapes it creates. It's a haven for wildlife, supporting diverse ecosystems that are vital to Ireland's biodiversity. Moreover, the Shannon holds a special place in Irish culture and identity. It features in our folklore, music, and literature, often symbolizing the spirit and endurance of Irish people. As an Irish person, even though I'm currently living abroad in Korea, thinking about the Shannon gives me a strong sense of connection to home and our national heritage. How can rivers and lakes benefit local people? Rivers and lakes offer numerous benefits to local communities. They're often crucial sources of fresh water for drinking and agriculture. They can provide food through fishing and opportunities for recreation like swimming or boating. Many communities also harness rivers for hydroelectric power. Additionally, rivers and lakes often create fertile soil in surrounding areas, benefiting agriculture. Here in Korea, I've seen how important rivers like the Han are for local communities, much like the Shannon back home. Do you think rivers and lakes attract tourists? Absolutely. Rivers and lakes are major draws for tourists. They often offer stunning natural beauty opportunities for water, sports, and fishing, and scenic drives or walks along their shores. Many tourists are attracted to the peaceful atmosphere around bodies of water. In Ireland, lakes of Killarney are a huge tourist attraction. And here in Korea, I've seen how popular spots like Chuncheon's lakes are for weekend getaways. How do rivers and lakes affect local tourism? Rivers and lakes can significantly boost local tourism. They provide a focal point for developing tourist infrastructure like hotels, restaurants, and activity centers. Water-based activities like cruises, fishing trips, or other water sports can be major attractions. The scenery around rivers and lakes often inspires festivals or cultural events that draw visitors. However, it is crucial for local authorities to manage this tourism sustainably and to protect these natural resources. Are rivers and lakes good for transport? Rivers, in particular, have historically been excellent for transport, and in many places, they still are. They provided natural highways for trade and exploration long before roads were developed. Even today, many rivers are used for commercial shipping, which can be more environmentally friendly than road transport. Lakes can also be useful for transport, especially in regions where they're interconnected or large enough to justify ferry services. However, the usefulness of rivers and lakes for transport can depend on factors like their size, depth, and the surrounding terrain.